This week, the world witnessed defining moments, from climate pledges to mass protests. Let's dive into the biggest global stories shaping our future. The UN General Assembly gathered leaders from around the globe. One of the most striking speeches came from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, who warned, "Ukraine is only the first." His message was clear: Russia's aggression is not just a local conflict but a blueprint that could be repeated elsewhere if unchecked. The UN High-Level Week saw debates on peace, development, and climate action. Yet, Zelenskyy's words stood out as a sharp reminder that global security is still fragile. In Beijing, President Xi Jinping announced that China will cut its emissions by about 10% over the next decade while dramatically expanding renewable energy capacity. Why does this matter? Because China is the world's largest emitter of greenhouse gases. Any shift in its policies has ripple effects across the planet. Some critics argue the target isn't ambitious enough, but supporters say it marks an important step in a difficult global transition. This week, worrying signs emerged for the global economy. In the United States, factories reported record levels of unsold inventories, a sign that consumer demand is slowing. Meanwhile, in the UK, Jaguar Land Rover had to shut down production after a cyber attack disrupted its systems. These events highlight two risks at once: slowing demand that hints at recession, and the vulnerability of major industries to digital threats. Together, they paint a picture of an economy under stress, even as inflation begins to cool. Across Italy, workers and activists staged a massive general strike in solidarity with Gaza. More than 75 municipalities saw disruptions in ports, roads, and workplaces. The protests were fueled by anger over arms shipments and political complicity in the Middle East conflict. For many Italians, the strike was both a symbolic and practical demonstration of resistance, showing how global conflicts resonate deeply within European societies. From diplomacy in New York, to climate promises in Beijing, to economic tremors in factories, and protests on Italian streets, this week proved how interconnected our world really is. If you want to keep up with the stories that shape tomorrow, subscribe to FactPop Weekly. We'll be back next week with the headlines you need to know.